Hello, I'm John, and I want to welcome to you to my first teardrop build. Little history, I own a 4x8 teardrop, and it's just a little too cramped for me. So I decided to make a 5x11 teardrop. Behind me is the floor base, which goes down, and then there's 3 pieces of plywood that are going to go on top of that. And behind that, back here, is my my template, which needs a little more work, but we're getting there. I have a temporary kind of drawer drawn on it, but I need a little more work. I need to get it how I want it. And that's the whole essence of building your own trailer, is you get what you want, you get it how you want it. I had certain considerations. One, I wear hearing aids, and so I have to have some way to charge them. And I have a small battery pack I carry around when I go camping, but I wanted something a little more permanent, set up better. Plus, I do some photography, and so I really need some way to charge those camera batteries. And instead of hunting for some electricity here and there, I decided I'm going to put plenty of electricity into the trailer. So, and then as I keep thinking, you keep figuring, one thing I really wanted was a queen size bed. And a 4x8, you get the bed, but not quite queen size. Plus you have cabinets hanging out over your feet, and it was just really cramped. And so I just wanted a little more luxury, a little more room. And so I decided on buying an 11-foot long trailer. And of course, if you notice, I have a little bulge in the front and in the back. So it's actually going to be a 12-foot, 11, 10, something like that. But basically a 12-foot long teardrop. To start with, I've created a floor frame right here, and it's in 2 parts because it's bigger than I can store. And so what I'll do is, once I get the trailer here, which is waiting for an axle, I ordered a frame built, and I ordered it from SoCal Teardrops, because they make the most awesome off-road trailers. And after seeing their construction and everything else, I knew that's what I wanted, a frame by them. So I'm paying a lot of money for it. Doesn't matter, because it's the base. I'm going to have this trailer a long time. I also have a small 4x8 teardrop, and I have a 27-foot fifth wheel, which I'm going to start fixing up pretty soon and sell. I don't need it. I travel. I spend, a couple of 3 years ago, I spent 3 months camping in a tent. And the teardrop is going to be luxury above that. And and I go out, I fly fish a lot. I do photography a lot. I love being in the outdoors and nature. I don't mind not having an inside like you get with a travel trailer, because I'd rather be outside. And I've noticed a lot of people are inside instead of outside, and you really enjoy nature and stuff when you're outside. So that all went into my decisions. I want solar on the trailer, but most of my solar is going to be portable outside the trailer. So I can get it in the sun, because I camp under trees sometimes and stuff like that. So it's just a matter of thinking things out. I'm going to put only 1 panel on the trailer, and I'll have 2 panels, or maybe twice the wattage, outside of the trailer. And the 1 panel, I just have that on there so when I'm parked, it keeps the battery up and charged. I am using lithium ion phosphate. I'm going to carry about 200 amp hours. I've got a 2000 watt inverter that's going in, so I'll be able to put a microwave in there if I want down the line, or maybe on the build I'll put the microwave in, or we'll see how size works out as we go. But I just want something nice, something to enjoy myself, something that's not going to kill me to climb in if it's raining, although I like to be in my truck and driving around. But anyway, that's my thoughts on this. This frame's put together with pocket holes. If you're not familiar with it, I'll do a little short segment in this video to show you the pocket hole construction. I made a couple of mistakes. I really found out that and I'm going to have to do a little sanding because I got some edges and stuff, but I really found out that you really need to clamp this stuff really tight before you put the screws in. Not a major problem or anything like that. My template, once I put it together, I have kind of a little bit of a dip right here. And so I need to take off a little bit of this. And that's not a problem. You just strike a line and hit it with a sander and it'll sand right down. You'll notice I'm kicking out a little bit in the front, and that's because I'm kicking out a lot in the back, and I want to kind of make the design look good and continuous rather than just a big flat roof, although I'm going to have quite a bit that's semi-flat. On the back, I brought that thing out to give me clearance. In my little 4x8 teardrop, that countertop had to be moved back quite a ways, so you got clearance. And you know, the guy did a nice job. On it. Of course, that's going to be gone pretty soon too, as soon as this one's operational. But you know, just the little things you learn by seeing. I would look at every video I can. I'd watch and listen for reasons and how. Okay. Now, on top of this frame right here, okay, is going to be it'll be a 3-foot sheet, a 4-foot sheet, and 2 inches short of 4 foot because of the type of lock I'm going to use in the back. And that's one of the things you might procure beforehand or figure out what you're going to do for your lock. I'm going to use an automotive type lock, so it's going to have a thing that comes up and it just positively locks right to it. But you might have a different idea of what you want to use. This is Baltic birch. It's a very nice plywood. It's 13 plies, and one side is just fabulous. The other side will have, you know, 5, 6, 3 footballs in it, little joins, and, you know, patches and stuff, and that's fine too because I'm only going to use one side of it basically. I might buy pre-finished when I cut my walls, so they're all finished when they go in. I'm not sure yet. It's a little bit more money. It is. You're not going to get this at Home Depot, okay, or Lowe's. You really have to go to a wood store to get it. If you know a woodworker, ask them and they'll tell you where to go and get a good price and stuff like that because they move in those channels all the time. Anyway, I wanted to welcome you to my teardrop video, my construction video. I'm going to call my teardrop itself Arise and Go. So for now, this is a great start, I think, and I hope you'll hang around for the next video. Thank you.